got this nice picture of him. So another way you could do it too is, and this way is a little bit harder. You can do layer, layer mask, reveal all, and you're gonna use the brush. But if you look over here, there's like this white box here, and down here is like a white and black box. So anything that you color black in that box. So make sure to select this box. If you select this one here, you might get this option to rasterize. Make sure to hit cancel because if you if you click on it, click OK, this is gonna make your picture black. I mean, that's like what you don't want to do is you don't want to make black. And in this case here, like in this picture with the red skull, this is only making the picture black. So if you do that, do Command Z to undo it, or remember Windows history to undo that mistake that you made. So yeah, we're just going to cut out Captain America in this picture. And yeah, there's two ways you can do it. You can do it one way where we can just color the background black. Oops. Make sure you double check on your layer. So I'm still on the red skull layer. So it's only affecting like anything that's where the red skull is. And this is the layer with, what title it? Avengers Cap. So, you're going to have a lot of layers to work with. So, it might be a good idea. I suggest, kind of like naming your layers. And, you can use the black to erase the picture. Now, the only problem with doing it this way, though, is it takes more time. And you have to be very, very precise with what you're erasing. And if, you accidentally erase too much of it, you can always use the white to bring it back. Okay, but I'm actually not going to use this. And if you want to get rid of the layer mask, you can just click and drag this into the trash bin, and I'll get rid of it. Oops. Click and drag here. I just click delete, because you only want to delete it. But there's some interesting things you can do with the layer mask that we'll go over next class. But my suggestion though, if you can though, use the direct selection tool again. We're just going to select cap again. Real easy. And in some cases though, like there's a nice contrast with this costume and the background. If you have that nice contrast, then it should cut out very neatly. But if there's a lot of colors that are blending, then it will be very, very difficult to cut out the picture. And some cases it might be better to find like another picture, or you might have to do it the other way that I showed you. But if you remember like how we blended the pictures in the last project, you have the option of doing it that way too. But I'm just showing you a way to precisely cut out the pictures because next class I'm going to show you some interesting effects you can add to pictures that are perfectly cut out. There's going to be some effects though that you can't do if you don't cut it out this way. Like if you want to create like a glow effect for him, or do something to make him more like stand out. That's gonna be what we're gonna do with this. So we're gonna do select and mask here again. And, yeah, I think my computer's acting slow. So we're actually gonna have to change the resolution on this. So we'll click OK. This looks good. I'm gonna find an example with here. Show you that one. But yeah, this picture's cut out for you. Now the problem is part of his head got cut off on the top, so we might have to actually blend it in a little bit. So I'm gonna just use that black. I'm gonna try to make it look like it's part of his head. So you might have to do certain things like that in order to make it work. We have these two pictures cut out now. I'm just going to move them over here. These over there. And then we're going to think a little bit more about how we want to move and do these things. Let me see. I'm going to try to find one with hair. Okay, this one's a little bit better example. Oh yeah, one other thing too. We have to change our resolution as well. So go to image size. Yeah, we might do this as 12 by 18. 6 by 9. It's got like a 6:9 ratio here. So we'll do 6:9. Yeah, if we want to upscale it, we can upscale it later, but this will just make your file size smaller. It's still the same picture, but you know, like if you look at the percentage on the top, you know, now this is at 100% and then this is at 50. So, okay, yeah, I'll just have to make that correction when we talk about it. But all right, so I'm gonna do my selection here. I just want to show you what you can do with the hair. Get it perfect. Yeah, try to get as much of the hair as you can. Yeah, see, this one's like kind of harder to select. It's because a lot of the colors are similar. You know, we're just gonna do the best that we can. Oops. And with the hair though, you might want to select more than you need. So I do have some of the background selected, but that's okay. I'll get that little strand of hair over here. Okay. And then get some more of his facial hair. Okay. Deselect some of these parts here. And reselect that arm. Yeah, make sure you take your time with this part because this part's, you know, real important. You know, the more time you spend on the cutting out, the easier it will be to refine the edge. So when I'm saying refine edge, I'm saying select mask. And you see like some parts here though, it's not like perfect. So, you know, you can refine this hand tool, move it around too. You move around. This refine edge. You know, we can select that part, and this will actually clean up those edges a little bit more. So if you have like hairs though, and it's like really hard to get those little strands, this part will actually clean up the edges a lot better. But yeah, be careful though, because you know you can do a little too much. So I'm gonna do this negative. I'll deselect it a little bit here. The hair's a little getting a little wacky up here, but we can clean it up more later. Where some of this facial hair here. Okay, that looks good. Looks pretty good. Let me get the eye. Okay, we can click OK, finalize it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Got a little wonky in some parts, but you know, again, you know, we created a layer mask here. So a layer mask, again, the black will erase it, and the white will bring it back. So you know, your edges may end up like this, you know, depending on certain parts. But we're just going to clean up the edges of the picture and clean up this part here. This part looks weird. It's not perfect, but it, you know, it won't show up that much, and then the white will bring it back a little bit more. So you lost some of his eye there, so we have to bring that back. Yeah, it looks pretty good though. From far away though, you won't notice it. It's just oops, a little bit too far on this hair. Yeah, you won't notice it from far though. You know, I wouldn't even worry about like how it'll look. You know, I would just cut out the pictures, and then you can kind of like move it around, see where things gonna go. You know, we have a couple of these here, so we have that picture there. Oh, you can delete these. You don't need them anymore. These are your originals. So it always makes a copy when you make it. So we're just gonna click drag that there, this there, this there. You know, we have it in the folder, so if we ever need to grab them again, that's there. But you know, these images though, you know, if you look at it, this is on the bottom layer. So if I click on this auto select, this is actually gonna allow me to click and select those parts. This is behind everything. But if I were to want to move it to the very front, I can move it on the top. Again, Command T as in turtle will resize it. You know, you can resize things, move up and down. He's overlapping, so I actually might want to have him in the front here. But at this point, it's kind of just like playing around now. Yeah, I might move him in the front. But yeah, that'd be for like another video though. Today would just be cutting out the pictures.